Pre-3 litre, to a man of a certain age or a woman of a certain age, many memories. Got the 3 litre Essex engine in there, 1981, so it's like one of the last ones before they brought in the 2.8. Now, classic Ford marketplace, massively popular, right? Last 15, 20 years, it's really exploded. These cars were everywhere and now they're prized possessions. Cortina 1600E, kind of top of the range when it came to the Cortina Mark II. 69, I think this one is. Again, all the details online, angliacarauctions.co.uk, and you're going to find out how you can bid, get involved with this sort of thing. Now, both these cars look pretty much standard. They may have been restored, I don't know, details on the website. You may even know the cars yourself. Sure, they've got some great stories, but this is what I love about classic car ownership. Mark II Cortina, right? So you've just seen one, a 1600E in gold, popular colour. You're looking at this one, it's covered in dust, a bit of dirt. There's some messed up stuff going on with the roof. It's got some arches on it, so it's starting to tell us a few things, right? It's starting to give us a few indicators as to what the story is. So whilst the camera is down here, 7x13-inch Wolf-Rayce slot mags, popular modification throughout like the late 60s and the 70s, moving on into the 80s. You know, if you had a set of slot mags, you were a god of the ring road, right? Steel aftermarket arches. So someone's formed these maybe from a trailer arch and put them on. Car has been resprayed, so we can look through here. Now I know the story behind this car, which is why I'm kind of teasing here. It was red, got resprayed black. No number plate on it at the moment, it's on the website. This is an original 1967 1500 GT. If you're not into Cortinas, you're not into classic Fords, I don't expect that to mean anything to you. Production started, sales started late 1966 of the Mark II Ford Cortina. The 1500 GT is the pre-crossflow motor. It's a bit of a carryover from the Mark I. It was discontinued in about mid 1967, right? So it's definitely from the first 8 or 9 months of production. So incredibly rare car as standard. This one was bought in 1970 by the current owner. The current owner is still alive, just decided to sell for whatever reason. Had the car resprayed in 1974 and then never put it back together. Not been back on the road. So those Wolf-Rayce slot mags, the 7x13s, these BF Goodrich radials, which are so cool and so retro, have never been on the road. They've still got the knobbly bits on them, right? They still hold air. That air could be 45 years old, which is an incredible statistic for me personally. Now, for whatever reason, it never got built back up, right? So family come along, you maybe got to restore a house, jobs change, money situations, but the car stayed in the garage all that time. Damage to the roof, so maybe it had stuff stacked up all over it, boxes, carpet, because the garage had to be used for whatever. That didn't matter because it stayed. Under the bonnet is the original matching numbers 1500 GT. It's been rebuilt, presumably 45 years ago, to stage 2 spec, whatever that was at the time, maybe a hotter cam, ported head, all those sorts of things. I'll show you under the bonnet in a minute, but the bit I am dying to show you, because the outside's quite restrained, right? It's got the arches on it and it's black. It's not covered in murals. It's not typically 70s. It's not got a massive spoiler on the back or dummy air vents or a horrible cut-in sunroof in it. But what it has got, my friends, is a bright red, deep button velour interior. So it's just perched in here. This was retrimmed and it was put in the owner's loft. And that's where it stayed until the car came out of storage, and it's now made its way to us. So just look at this. Old dealer stock wiring, Mr. Larkin wiring engine compartment. So an original engine loom piece there. Incredible. Now, like I said, this seat is just gently wedged in there. I'm going to very carefully remove it. Now get in there and look at that carpet. That is immense. I've seen a lot of custom cars in my time. I have never seen a carpet like that. It is a thing of utter wonder and has inspired me to do something similar on one of my own cars. I'm going to open up the bonnet for you, because then you can see how solid it is underneath here as well. But look, the original slam panel. So the engine's got it's got like a polished water pump on it. The head's just resting on there at the moment, so I know it's a rocker cover. Just resting on there. Still got single carb on it, but it looks like the strut tops are original. It's been a full colour change on it to black from red. Under the bonnet, it's just like, what is the story? I would so love to get more details on it, and just an incredible piece of history which you just don't get the opportunity very often to see. Come here. Look at that. So in here, unused spare wheel and tyre. There's, what's that going to be? That's going to be a kick panel maybe from the driver's side. I mean, it's professionally trimmed and finished off. Got all the gauges. Just very carefully and gently with these. Rev counter up to 7,000 RPM. Unbelievable. So, but coming up for sale November the 7th and 8th, angliacarauctions.co.uk. You can find out how to bid, get involved. If you're not interested in buying anything, that's fine. Come and join us, watch it online. We're going to be live for the whole proceedings because of COVID-19 and 2020 being a bit of a washout for public events. It means that you have to join us online to be involved. You can inspect the vehicle, and any of the vehicles which are available for sale, you have to book an appointment to come and view it, but you can come and see in the metal for yourself. So really, really early Mark II Cortina, 1500 GT, incredibly rare vehicle. What's going to happen to it? A, how much is it going to sell for? Because it's a real hard one to value. B, is that person going to restore it back to standard, which it hasn't been for over 45 years, or are they going to complete the build that the original or the second owner who bought it in 1970 wanted to do with that incredible interior? Hope to find out one day. Let's find out on sale day.